And people going on pilgrimage differ from people going on a tour or on holiday. Going on a holiday, you choose the people with whom you will travel. Going on pilgrimage, you go with whoever you happen to meet. As well as that, going on pilgrimage, there is a very significant spiritual dimension. You're looking towards the Lord for something, or you want to bring something to the Lord. Whereas going on a tour, you're more interested possibly in the environment or sights or whatever. Now, going on pilgrimage to Croagh Patrick, it is a very penitential exercise, there's no doubt about that. But it is an opportunity to enter into contact with God. You're deprived of some of the luxuries of life. The opportunity to sit back and enjoy, to become passive. Whereas on pilgrimage, you're active, you're participating, you're sharing with others, and you're also sharing with God, because you're conscious of the fact that you are on the pilgrim path of life. You're endeavouring to acknowledge the faults and the failures and to bring all of those to a merciful and a forgiving God. Then you are also in communion with others, because in life today, people are so preoccupied with maybe an individualistic approach because of the competitive world in which we live. People are very often inclined to pass others by without noticing their trauma or their difficulties. Whereas on Croagh Patrick, we are all the same. It's the same for everyone. We find that there is an opportunity to pause and reflect and to pray, and a need to rest. And as we do so, we come into contact with others who experience the same need. We enter into dialogue with them. Reactions are shared, hopes are expressed, and very frequently a word of encouragement is given to the pilgrim who is finding the going tough. And isn't that what should be happening in life itself? As well as communion with God and with others, I believe that on Croagh Patrick there is also communion with nature. Located on the western shores of our country, and as you look out on the Atlantic, the magnificent scenery, mountains and sea coming together, and then the man or the woman, the boy or the girl, endeavouring to absorb that and move in a penitential way towards the summit. There's a wonderful combination of relationship with God, relationship with others, and then part of the environment. And as we do so, we become grateful to God. A hymn of praise surges in our hearts to God for the beauty of creation. And we are also reminded of the responsibility that we have as caretakers of the environment, of God's creation, to use creation responsibly and in a thankful and grateful way to God. Now, in the pilgrimage itself, there is also, I believe, a great consciousness of having become part of a long chain of faith, going back to St. Patrick himself, and linking in with our ancestors who made this climb in very difficult and demanding times in our history, during famine times and when there was huge immigration from our country. After all, Croagh Patrick, as you look out from its summit, you see the Atlantic, and we are reminded of our ancestors who went in search of a new life in the United States or elsewhere. So for me, Croppatrick brings together so much that is very significant and very real, and in fact is part of ourselves. The spiritual dimension with our relationship with God, the relationship with each other, then the relationship with the environment, and our relationship with those who have gone before us in history.